Hello retouchers, so welcome to my channel once again. So in today's tutorial video, I will show you guys how I retouch this amazing picture right here. So before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. So this is the retouched picture, okay? So this is how the picture is before I do the retouching, okay? So I retouch this using my all-in-one retouching preset right here. And also I used my Freckle brush, and also I used my bronze skin tone to get to this perfect result, okay? Before, after. So I will show you guys what I used, and this is my brush pack, okay? So this brush pack right here contains Freckle brushes, texture brushes, mixer brushes, as you can see, hair texture brushes, highlight brushes, skin pores brushes, smudge brushes, okay? And it contains Freckles, PNG Freckles inside of it, okay? So if you need this, my pack, you can check my channel description for it. So I use this pack, and also I use this my all-in-one here and my brown skin tone to retouch this image. So without much ado, let's retouch this image right here, okay? So now let me turn off this after me to say, okay? So now to retouch this image right here, we start with frequency separation, okay? So, and I'm using my all-in-one retouching preset here. So, and I'm using the advanced frequency separation there, okay? So this is advanced frequency separation. But before that, let's check the resolution of this picture. Control Alternative I. Okay, so the resolution is 300. It's okay. So now let's retouch. So I click on the advanced frequency separation. So any preset you click on, this my all-in-one preset will give you a message directing you on what to do. So you click continue. So here it will load and pause here, okay, allowing you to choose the amount of blur that will be okay to retouch your image, okay? So for the sake of this image, this 8 is okay, which is the custom blur, yeah? So I click okay. So it has loads, okay? So this message is how you can set your mixer brush settings, okay, to get the perfect retouch. So this my pack is very, very user-friendly. If you're a pro, if you're a beginner, you can use it, because every click will give you a message directing you on what to do, okay? Just click continue. Okay, so this is the mixer brush settings that I use there. My weight is on 60, my load is 60, my mix is 100, my flow is 60, okay? So, and also that's what we use to retouch this beautiful picture right there, okay? So take your chair, grab your computer, grab your pen. Let's retouch this picture. We are taking it step by step, okay? So let's start. So this picture right here, we try everything possible to make it look realistic, okay? So we'll retouch it and it will look realistic when we are done retouching. Okay, you can see the way I'm brushing. Okay, and you know, this picture contains a lot of skin pores, skin freckles. Okay, a lot of freckles. So, and we are not removing those things. Like I showed you guys, you don't retouch to change the picture from what the picture looks like. You retouch to beautify the picture more. So skin pores and freckles are part of the skin features of the skin, so we are not removing them. So we try everything to maintain them and build it back also. So let's retouch this perfect picture right here, make it more beautiful. So as you can see, you brush according to the structure of the face. You can see what I'm doing. I'm following the structure of the face, okay? So I don't have copyright of this picture. Big shout out to the photographer of this picture. For educational purpose, for the sake of this video, I'm using this amazing picture right here. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm moving according to the shape of the face. Okay, so when you are retouching, always zoom in and zoom out to check what you are doing. Always zoom in and zoom out. Okay. So you can see we are doing something. This is before and this is after. You can see before, after. Okay. So let's continue. And this is our reference picture. Yeah. Remember. Okay. So let's continue our reference picture. So let's continue. So when you're working on such picture like this, there are a lot of features here that will not tamper with. Always take your time. Though in retouching, some things we lost. That's why we have skin tone and other process to make the picture more beautiful. So, okay, so you can see the way I'm working. So I move with the structure of the face. So you can see what I'm doing right here. Okay, so can see that I'm retouching this and the freckles are still there. Though the freckles are fading as I'm brushing, but don't worry about that. We are going to build it back and make it look realistic, perfect, beautiful like this. Okay, so okay, guys, this is before and this is after. Before and after, okay? So, guys, this is where we leave this retouching. As you can see, we are retouching to beautify this picture, not to change it. So, we have done a whole lot of work here. This is before, as you can see, and this is after, okay? So, this retouching is okay this way. So, the next thing we are going to do right here is to skin tone this image right here. Okay. So, and we are going to separate this part of the skin and this part, because these parts are going to make it a little more darker, and we are going to build the skin freak with the freckles back. Okay. Before any other thing. Okay. So now let's separate it. Okay. So I will merge this frequency separation, Control E. Okay. So as you can see, it has merged. So I pick my pen tool. Okay. So I move with the shape of this. So I move this way. So when you're working on a picture like this, please take your time and move with the details. Take your time. You don't actually need to remove any of the details there. So I move this way. Okay, you can see the way I'm going. I don't want to include the lips in what I want to do. So I have to go around the lips instead of including the lips. Okay, so this is okay. As you can see, I've selected that part. So I right click and make a selection with feather 3. Okay, so this is nice. So now I'll go to adjustment here and select curve. So I use curve, and as you can see, I drag curve down to get this. As you can see, so this have separated this parts, this effect parts, and this other parts, as you can see. So I move it down more. Okay, so this is nice. So I move to here and add a little feather for the sake of the edges. So I want the edges to be soft more. I don't want it to look sharp. Okay, so something like this is okay. So you can see now, what I will do right here is to add some freckles, some artificial freckles there, okay, to build up the freckles that is still on her face, okay. So, and to add the artificial freckles right now, I will create an empty layer also. So I'll create an empty layer above this. This is the empty layer. So this empty layer, I rename it to freckles. Freckles, okay. So, and I change the blending mode here to, let me put it on multiply first. Okay, we can change it later. We can still leave it there. So I move to my brush tool. Yeah, I change my brush. Okay, to, let me look for my freckles brush. Okay, so as you can see, this is VAR Freckle 2, VAR Freckle 1. So that is my freckle brush. So let me check the 2. So this is the 2. So I pick the 2. Okay. So here I change the color here. I pick the color I'm picking here. I pick from the skin. Okay. This side. Okay. So, and that is how I will paint on the skin. So you can increase and decrease the size. Depends on the size of the freckles that you want. So it depends on the size of the freckles that you want. So if these freckles, if you don't like how these freckles are applying, you don't like it, you can change the freckles brush to the first freckle brush, which is this, which is still okay. Okay, this will be giving it double, as you can see. So let's work with this. So if you need this brush, this freckle brush, you can check my channel description for it. Okay, and check my channel description for it. Okay, so you can increase and decrease, depends on what you want to, the size you want and how you want to add it. Okay, so this is it. And also you can change blending mode here to darken to multiply, okay, but we'll leave it to multiply. Soft light, no, we'll leave it on multiply, okay. So if you are okay, you can leave it, but you can as well drop the opacity to your satisfaction, okay, to the way you want it to be, okay. So the opacity is okay this way, okay. So the next thing I will do right here is to make the selection of that particular side of the face, okay. Make the selection. Then I will take it to camera raw filter here. Then here in camera raw filter, we add texture on that particular side. So I add texture on that particular side. So I click OK. Let me see. Nice, as you can see. Okay, so this is nice. Now let me apply the whole skin tone. Okay, so I'm using my bronze skin tone. Under this my all-in-one retouching preset, you can see the bronze skin tone here. Okay, so if you have downloaded this preset, you get access to all this. I told you guys, all-in-one. It contains everything you ever need as a retoucher, as an editor. Okay, so to add the brown skin tone, let me merge these layers together. Okay, so Control E. Now let me add the brown skin tone here. Let me duplicate first before I add it. Okay, so I click on the brown skin tone. Okay, to give you a message, click continue. Then you allow it to perform the magic. Nice. As you can see, guys, this is beautiful. Okay, so as you can see, this is before and this is after. You can see the skin is looking beautiful right now. Okay, but we don't actually want the skin tone to be on the background. Okay, so I add the layer mask here and invert, Control I. So now pick my brush to, remember the last brush I used was the Freckle brush, so I'm going to change it back to the normal soft round brush. Okay, so I paint only on the skin or the skin tone to apply. I don't want it on the background. Okay, paint only on the skin. Okay, so before, after. Okay, so this is nice. Let me merge it together. Yeah, so and the next thing I will do right here is the lips. Okay, so I want to separate the lips. Okay, and make the lipstick look normal. Okay, and to do that, I will use my pen tool as well. So from here, I want this color to start from here. Okay, from here. Yeah, okay. I right click and make a selection, fader 3. Okay, nice one. So see from here. On the okay, so here. Now make a selection. Now this time around, I'm adding to selection because I already have this first selection. So I want to add to it. Okay. So I add to the selection. Okay, as you can see right here. So what I will do right here is to pick this particular color right here. Okay, so I go to here and pick the color. Okay, so now I pick the color. I will create an empty layer for it. Okay, an empty layer. So I will paint it there. So I create the empty layer here. So I pick my brush tool and paint the lips. Okay, Now, as you can see how the lips is. So we need to blend it to make it look realistic. So to blend it right here, let's check color. No, let's check overlay. Let's check soft lights. So let's just play along with the blending mode. Okay, this multiply is nice, but let's color bond. Linear light. Linear light is not bad. Let's check more. Okay, let's move to the linear lights. Okay, now let's change the blending mode. Let's drop the opacity a little. Okay, so this is nice. Control E. Okay, so this part of the lips, let's pick the color. Let's make it active. Okay, so this is the color right here. So we create it on empty layer. Okay, then the empty layer here, I'm changing this one to overlay, or let me put it on soft light. So let me put it on color. I mean to say it's on color. So I paint the lips. I don't want it to be more shouty. So I paint the lips. Okay, so this is looking beautiful right here. Okay, so I'll merge these things, Control E. Okay, so this right here is how I achieve this amazing picture. Okay, so this is before and this is after. Before and after. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, so guys, if you watch to this extent, you are a pro. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please like and share. Okay, so I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Thank you guys.